Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with some more Thrones of Britannia for you today, and this is a glorious 2v2 with large armies. Today we have the Sudria here, which is like the Scottish Vikings, and they are allied with the Normans today, and they are attacking Kloot, I think it's called. They're like one of the Welsh factions that are in the game, and they are allied with Dyflin, so another Viking faction here. So we have the Vikings going up against each other. We have Sudria here going up against Dyflin. And we have the Welsh here facing the Normans, and yeah, we're playing this with a couple of mods. So if you want to check out these mods yourself and try them out, definitely would recommend. So we are using a mod that's adds it's like battle cinematics or something like that. I'll put a link to them in the description. Basically, increased like the length of time like battles and like sieges will go on for means that like units will not break easily, and they'll basically just stand for a really long time. So this is a slog. As you can see, it's 34 minutes long as this siege. So it's a long Thrones of Britannia siege, really. Like Thrones of Britannia sieges last like 20 minutes tops, maybe even less than that. So yeah, definitely recommend you get yourself some snacks and drinks for this one. But we're also using another mod which is basically reskins all the models, makes them look a bit more like historical. So I mean, like these Eastman Axe Warriors here look awesome. I think they look really very historical. Their shields are like very simplistic, very like what a Viking would have. They wouldn't often have very fancy uniforms and stuff like that. And I think yeah, they just look amazing. Maybe they look a little bit more dark as well. Do the units not so bright as they are in like vanilla? But yeah, they look really cool. So I am glad that we use these two mods. So yeah, definitely would recommend checking them out yourselves. They're in the Steam Workshop, very easy to find, and as you can see, we are already underway. I mean, a tiny unit of these Eastman Herdmen, like the first few batch are already over the wall, and they're facing some Eastman Herdmen themselves. But yeah, if you're enjoying seeing Thrones of Britannia at the moment on the channel and would like to see some more Viking action, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment show your support. As we're working towards 2,500 subs, we are very close. As I am doing this video, we may even have hit it at this point, but yeah, we're very, very close. So definitely feel free to support the channel, and as always, thank you so much for your support, guys. And you can see that yeah, the Vikings are going to defend the walls. It seems it looks like Dyflin is not going to let Sudria inside. I mean, these guys are going to go off the wall, these Eastman Herdmen, but they're going to be stuck at the walls really straight off the bat. It's kind of hard to tell who is who really. Everyone looks so similar, and that's kind of like how it would have been in in history. I guess everyone would have had similar coloured shields. I'm pretty sure you had like a similar coloured shield to that of your lord or something like that. I think that was kind of the best way to identify. But yeah, also in this mod, it adds like refill ammo. So like archers and catapults can refill their ammunition. It's one of the key things I'll mention that like happens. So I am happily firing my artillery like all the time. This Eastman Herdman unit already down to 84 men. Really damaged. Look at all the burnt bodies here. These poor men just like not even going to see action. They've been burnt. But yeah, I know that I'm going to have loads of ammo to use. I'm already flanking a unit here. I'm playing a Sudria, my Eastman Axe Warriors here. And yeah, they did a quick little flank, but then they're already having to turn around and face these Herdmen. But yeah, I was just quite happily firing my artillery because I was like, well, I've got plenty of ammo to use, and this won't be a long battle, surely not. Oh, how I was wrong. But yeah, this is a really, really close one. So if you guys are, so yeah, I would definitely recommend like sticking around to the end to see how this one turns out. It's a really close one, really, really epic ending. So yeah, we've got these Eastman Axe Warriors here, already losing in combat to these Eastman Herdmen. These Herdmen apparently are so much stronger, even though they're tier 1 against a tier 2 unit. The axes just aren't good enough. Apparently, axes have got really weakened in the like the realism mod, which I didn't know. But apparently, if you're a Viking, they should still be okay. So I am a Viking, so they hopefully will do their best. I have brought a lot of axes today. But you can see I'm now firing. Look at that shot from the artillery. That's a really good hit there. Taking out at least 10, 12 men, if not more. Setting alight the buildings as well around them. And yeah, these axemen are doing their best. I mean, hopefully with the support of the artillery, they can break through this this sword unit, but we'll see. We've got archers firing in as well. I think they're trying to get their like shots off. They've got a bit of an angle. Like the archers here, I think they've got a bit of an angle shooting into the sides of these guys. I mean, they are actually still melee even at the moment, which is a real problem. Oh, I'm now sending in some shield biters. Already some really elite stuff here. This is like a lower tier Berserker unit already. And look at them. They're running in like absolute madmen. They don't even care. And in they go. They're gonna do some damage. And yeah, I mean, they should help turn the battle a bit more in our favor. I mean, still combat even, but I mean, these guys have like lots of, they'll fight to the end basically. They'll fight to the last man, which is really cool to see. Normans on this side, they're being a bit slow with their attack because, well, you can see here, there's a load of shield walls being made. This is levy spears in fairness, but it's still a shield wall. And shield walls in this mod also have got a real big buff, I believe. It's a lot more. You get a lot more like punishment for attacking the shield wall, but it looks amazing. I do love this. Even like the lower tier units in shield wall look glorious. Like, look at this. Look at this shield wall. You can just see like goes on and on and on. That shield wall, it's awesome. And then yeah, behind they've got more elites. They've got royal spears to like fill in any points. I mean, they're very royal, but they still have bare feet. And this man's foot's going into the ground somewhere. And then what we got here, we've got more levy spears and stuff like that. I think there's some swords. They've got some axes actually. They've got some axes knocking about, which it's kind of surprising since axes are not that great unless you're a Viking and they're Welsh. But yeah, over here we've got some main infantry going in against some royal spears. This is some of the elite spears available. This main infantry with their kite shields and very typical of the Normans, looking awesome. But yeah, I mean, it just looks great. It just looks amazing as always. This is, I mean, this game's like it's had some harsh critics, but I think it's a fairly fun historical Total War. I mean, it's one of the last few ones that we've had that are like not got heroes in that are historical. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of like the heroes and like combat in that, but yeah, so you kind of got to look back at it now and think this is like not the end of an era, but it is the end of a of like grand huge armies like Total War in theory. Even if it was just a saga, I'm gonna practice for 3 Kingdoms. Over here you can just see like units here. This unit's being freely surrounded often, but I'm having to turn like every unit around. Like this Eastman Axeman unit here, just having to turn around and attack these archers because I'm getting focused down already going in against archers. Really good. They were left undefended, so good to see that they're being taken care of. And here comes the general already. Hearthguard, 150 men. This is an elite unit. These Hearthguard will do a lot of damage. And here they go in. For Valhalla! Don't know why you'd be cheer. I guess yeah, you might cheer for Valhalla or to Valhalla. A lot of these Vikings will end up there as long as they hold on to their weapon. I've been watching a lot of Last Kingdom or rewatching a lot of Last Kingdom in lockdown. Or in Lockdown 2.0 as it is for us in the UK. So yes, very much in the Viking mood. Definitely would like to play some more Thrones. Let's try and get a better angle. Yeah, that's a bit better. It's a bit like Attila is Thrones Britannia. It's not always very bright and looking great if you like have it at a certain angle. But if you have it at the right angle, it can look really nice. There's a huge artillery shot coming in there, just missing the general unit. Really, I mean, I was aiming at this general unit because this axe unit's already losing. Look at this, 27 men. I was like, just shoot into this blob, hit my men or whatever. Just hit this general unit and get some kills. I mean, it's already down quite a bit, 137 men. That's not a good sign already. I'm trying to get my archers up to try and get them to support over here. You can see the Normans are now throwing their men into this breach as well. We've got Huskarls here. You can see with their big old axes, they've got their shields on the back. These Huskarls are a real issue. They got really good shock ability when charging in, and they'll do okay in combat as long as they're not shot with arrows. They're very vulnerable to arrows, just like any shock infantry, like in 1212 or Rise of Mordor or whatever. Shock infantry vulnerable. I don't know how that man's stabbed with an axe. Really should be cutting down with an axe there, but he's managed to kill a Norman. Stabbing him with an axe. An impressive move, I'll give him that. Shield Biters here, 15 of them. Yeah, this Shield Biter unit was so annoyed. I was about to flank and destroy this Eastman Herdman, but then I had to turn it around. And I just had it in shield wall here, stopping these archers from shooting it, and then the general here charged it. But these Shield Biters will hold on to the last man. 13 men left. Holding back 99 men. So like this general's already pretty damaged, and that was an early like sign that I was like, yeah, this is good. If they're already taking the general, at this point, it shows they don't have many reserves. Which, because I didn't know how many reserves they have not much. They have some Eastman horsemen. and stuff like that. But yeah, they are. I actually don't know what I'm firing at there. Well, my artillery, I honestly like questioned a lot of the time. The Welsh here have a lot of men in reserve, lots and lots of men. But they are now throwing in against the main front line are the Normans, which is good to see. Normans are going in. They're going to take out these guys. Don't know why like the sound effects are really low. I might sort that out. So apologies. Just going to see what they like. Are they really low, or is it just a mod? Not that sound. No, everything's master. We'll put that up a little bit. Go on. There you go. Just thought it was a bit quiet. There you go. Master, we'll put stick up a bit, and now it's all a lot louder. You can hear the battle going on.
It's a rout. Our warriors lead the battle.
Some men already breaking, it would seem, over on this far side here. Yep. General getting focused down though by artillery. Look at it. I love that thrones like everything catches fire really easily. These poor purple flowers here getting burnt. But yeah, I mean, I'm sort of running out of men. I've got a lot of my men hidden in the forest. I don't really want them just getting shot by enemy artillery. So I have like lots of more like Eastman Herdmen. I've got my general. I've got more Eastman Herdmen. Shield Bite is still available. I think I've got some Berserkers knocking about as well. I'm not quite sure where I've stuck them yet. Eastman Hunters. Artillery. Yeah, I don't know where the Berserkers are. Oh, here. Just here. So I've got some really good units still left. But I am sending in a lot of my men already. This is a lot of troops being sent in. Not quite sure what my hunters are doing here exactly, but they're just spazzing out, it would seem. But oh well. They do what they do. But yeah, over here, it was a constant fight. I was constantly trying to get through here. Eastman Mailed Axeman here winning. Finally doing some damage against these Huskarls. But they're now sending in cavalry, you can see. Any flank that I start to do, like I was flanking here with an Eastman Axeman, I managed to get it through this gap and surround this. But they're just sending in cavalry, and I couldn't counter it. Could not counter it. I should have brought some spears possibly, but was not to be. And then over here you can see Eastman Mailed Axeman charge, having to turn around. I had to give up my flank and charge this Herdman. So I definitely will be bringing more Herdmen, I think, because Herdmen are really good. Even though they're a tier 1 unit, swords are just really good. I mean, certainly when playing this mod anyway. When playing vanilla, I think axes work perfectly fine. I'm just glad that I wasn't having to face a huge shield wall, to be honest. Like, I felt sorry for my Norman, like, ally, who over here would just keep, like, see this. Most of this is combat even, combat even. I mean, they should break through in time. I think spears, like, the shield wall is broken. Once you charge in, I think the shield wall breaks, and a lot of any issues are sorted. But yeah, look at that line. It goes on all the way around there. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. And then over on this side, I mean, look out. There's like at least 2 Norman units per Welsh unit over here. Then like the Royal Spears are also looking really healthy, apart from that centre one actually. But they're looking pretty healthy. There's axes in here actually, so that's a bit of a concern. They're losing decisively as well. So, I mean, the Normans are making some headway. It doesn't look like they are. They're not actually making, like, headways in, like, ground, but they're killing men. That's the main thing. Oh, it just got really dark there. See, this is what I don't like about Thrones. Why do they have to have clouds going over it? Like, a cloud does not move that quickly. But yeah, I mean, doing quite a good job over there. At this point, I was really running low on men. I'm basically out of reserves. I have like a little bit there, but I'm already sending up Berserkers. They are starting to go into combat. Gonna need those boys, and you can see cavalry here is causing so many problems. I was getting so frustrated at this cavalry. I was just like, give me a break. Like, I've barely broken a single one of Dyflin's units. Like, Dyflin's got really good units, but very few of them. So it's taken a lot of my not so good units just to break through. But okay, he's a pain. And he charged looking into the back of his own men there, so that was a better charge. Like, better charge in that case for me. Didn't have to worry about that one so much. Yeah, it's really hard to tell who's who, I guess, on this side a little bit. And on the right, you have got Dyflin. On the left is me as Sudrea. Well, you can tell with cavalry just charging in as well. I mean, they keep charging in the back of their own men at the moment. I mean, this one, they get a bit of a better charge off. They'll be charging into the flank there, yeah. I don't know why the lags all of a sudden just picked up, but it doesn't really matter too much. Over here, we're still doing okay. We're breaking again. jeez, it's not looking good. Not looking good for us at the moment. I mean, balance power is at the moment even. We have lost over 3,000 men. They've lost about 2,000. At this point, I was like, right, I'm going to start shooting generals. I'm going to try and hit this general. Miss him every time. My artillery at this point was just drunk. I'm pretty sure they must have had like a lot of ale before they went to battle because they couldn't seem to hit a shot. Over here, main infantry breaking. They're sending in Norman foot soldiers now, so a bit more elite stuff. Their cavalry has really been like the entire point of like this assault over here was I was trying to take the gate. Usually, I think this unit should be trying to cap the gate because I was trying to just mobilize this cavalry, trying to get inside. That was a really good hit there, though. Just burning up so many of those herdmen and Huscarls. That's the main thing I was trying to hit. That was another pretty decent one. As long as it doesn't hit my men and it hits some of theirs, that's fine with me. But this has been an absolute slaughterfest here. I mean, it's just a layer of bodies in this area here. And, I mean, my poor units, they're stuck on the wall and they're, like, getting shot by all those Eastman hunters back there. They're just, like, perfect angle for those archers. I guess one thing with like the reskin mod is that it does make it hard, like I've already mentioned, to tell who's who. That's kind of one of the benefits of vanilla. They make it so basic and easy you can tell which side's who when you're watching a replay. But I love the reskin. I think it's quite awesome. I'm definitely gonna be using it more. I want to do some more like Thrones of Britannia scenarios and stuff like that, like some historical battles. I have a few in the process of being done. So
It's a rout.
so yeah, can't wait to do some of them. And here we go. I think I'm finally getting up Berserkers. Yeah, here they go. Look at these guys. These are the angriest men on the battlefield right now. And they are also the deadliest. Because they are the angriest. And there they go. Charging in. And they're going to start to flank stuff. And hopefully, yeah, they got Axe Fury on and all sorts of other stuff. Yeah, Eastman Herdman finally losing decisively. Getting surrounded. I think the cavalry's going to come over here, though. Threatened by those Berserkers. I've also got my other Berserker unit in here. I think I was trying to flank because I kind of wanted to surround these guys again, but I didn't succeed in it. Here we go. We're going to see a cavalry charge into these Berserkers. I think I'm going to counter charge if they haven't already gone out of control, which they may have. See, they're all very excited. Yeah, I think they have actually gone out of control. I think they're just charging into the backs of these guys here. Luckily, the cavalry's not going to go for this Berserker unit. I think it's going to go for all these over here. Yep, it is. And I'm going to try and turn that unit around. Oh, that's a bad hit there, though. That was a really bad hit. That was a lot of friendly fire. Well, I say a lot. It might have been a bit. Cavalry flying in there. Need to be careful with that artillery. Over here, Normans have now broken through, and they're actually got some foot soldiers attacking their archers. There are some Welsh axemen in here trying to save them, but they haven't actually pulled out their archers, so the sacrifice of the axemen is kind of all in vain because the archers are still getting trapped. These units here, look at this unit, it's Norman foot soldiers flanked around, and it's getting focused down by these longbowmen here, the Welsh longbowmen, some of the best in the game. And yeah, these guys getting some really good shots on anything that's got its back turned. It's such an easy way to get kills in Thrones, just doing that. Don't know why anyone's not just gone through this tiny little spot here in the line. I mean, we'll have to engage another Royal Spear, but you could try and flank around, it might do some damage, you never know. You can see that shield walls are starting to be formed in the next line. I mean, there are holes between the shield walls, but they still look awesome, so I don't even care. Look at that. He's got like the Chiro there. Very Constantine, much like Constantine there. But look at these guys, looking awesome. And then the sun comes over, or gets covered, and it ruins it all. God damn it, Thrones. Got more levy spears here. I think they're trying to fight the unit on the wall here, but they're trying to fight the unit on the wall here. They're fighting at the bottom and they're fighting at the top of this wall. So I'm not quite sure how that's working. The Normans have broken through here though. You can see they've got some Norman mailed spears. Now able to get engaged with these Toulouse spear guard. I think this is the best spears available. They're better than the Royal Spears. These guys are the elites of the elites. I think anything with Toulouse guard in it is elite. They do look awesome though. So yeah, at this point, it could just really go either way. I mean, balance power has shifted back in our favor a bit. We are now about 700, sorry, in advance, in advantage. But I don't know about that. General is now under attack for me. At this point, I have this tiny unit here of Herdmen again, and I'm just letting all these units take a clump up just so I can just get really good artillery hits. So really, that Herdman's just a sacrifice, which is a real shame. But my archers and my cavalry are going to get some really good shots and kills on other Herdman units and other axes. I don't even know where my Herdman unit is in there, if it's even alive. Apparently it is, but it's, yeah, more artillery coming in, and that one's missed. That one's hit, and that one just missed. But yeah, at this point we are breaking through. You can see here we are breaking these units finally. I've got more Eastman mailed axemen and shield biters coming up. They're finally going to break these guys here, and I'm now into the settlement properly. I now have freeways in, not literally a freeway in, I should say, not freeways. Makes it sound like there are more than one. But we have nearly broken this unit here as well. Eastern horsemen getting chopped down by archers.
Men are broken and running for their life.
This cavalry just needs to die. It's been such a menace, and it's still quite healthy. Oh no, that one's not healthy. 28's pretty healthy. My Berserkers are winning here, though. It's harder to break these guys. These guys are... They'll get charged by cavalry, and they'll love it. They love to be charged by cavalry. They want to go to Valhalla. They don't want to. They don't want to live this battle. The settlement's starting to get caught alive. We're at 3% now. Melee skill down a little bit. But I'm desperately trying to cap this gate for them. You can see I am actually now capturing it. I don't know what with. Might be with this unit here, this shield biter that's now engaged. And now we are winning that fight there. And really we're getting into the archers now. Like, Dyflin is running low on stuff. Fighting off in this long grass there. Over on this side, you can see that the... looks like the Tallulah Spear Guard now getting sent in. We've got more Royal Spears. They're starting to get like slowly sent in. They need to send in these main warriors. They need to get them more pushed up. But you can see, look at the bodies. Look at the bodies. So many Welshmen and Normans have died here. Fighting over a mere shield wall. Some really good shots here again from the longbows. Getting some nice angles into the exposed flank of these Normans. You can just see the amount of dead bodies. Again, look at this. A nice volley there. Poor Normans. Having such a rough time. Over on the other side, they're still barely broken through. They've just opened up another front, really. And it's just more of the same. They have actually surrounded this unit here. But, I mean, it's losing decisively because it's getting shot in the back. It's such a risk doing this, I find. Literally this mail spear here and this... Levy Spear just standing and watching each other. It's kind of funny. But yeah, they are starting to they're starting to break through in some areas. But I mean, they're running out of men on that side. Are the Normans. At this point, my archers got charged by cavalry, by some of this old North horsemen. But luckily, the Norman cavalry was at hand to kind of well, save my artillery. So I was not too fussed about the archers. They didn't seem to be doing much, but I kind of wanted to keep the artillery around. I still had a few more refills on it, I think. So I was like, we could do with this artillery, definitely to like take out some of these positions for the Welsh, because they're still holding. They are still holding. I've now finally won on this side, but at what cost? Like, look at the bodies. There are so many. This horse is chilling here, but there is so many bodies here. This is like a good half my army when it's just taking the side. And I'll tell you one thing, it just wasn't worth it. It just was not worth it. I think my archers are just starting to shoot stuff as well. Don't even know what. But yeah, at this point I need to start pushing around. The Dyflin General is now engaged. He's now engaged with some Eastman mailed axemen. Need to support that unit because this Hearthguard is pretty damn good. 48 men. They might still win this fight. At the moment, I could quite believe they will because these Eastman axemen are good, but they're not like good. Like I've just shown you, like this entire battle, they've lost mainly to Herdmen. Yeah, it's been an absolute grind, and it shows like this battle would be over. Like units would be breaking so much quicker. Probably would be over at about this point, probably. But it's because of the mod adds a bit more time. Like units are taking a lot longer to break, Which I'm kind of glad, but at the same time, certainly when you're attacking, you just think you're never going to break through, and then... I mean, I did, eventually. Normans are still struggling at the moment. They are sort of, like, their flanking this unit is to spear guard. Barely holding on. So it gives, certainly, like, units standing a lot longer. Also allows the, allows spears certainly to do a bit better against axes and swords. Which is kind of nice, I guess, because before Thrones, like before this mod, Thrones, I just felt like bringing spears just wasn't really worthwhile. Unless you go with anti-cav, I guess. But, like, even then, axes or swords would do the damage. Like, cavalry just wasn't that great anyway in Thrones. And spears on the defense, they're okay, but as soon as this axe unit charges in, they kind of rip them apart. These axemen here losing. Facing my Hearthguard. Artillery still firing. What are they even shooting at? Absolutely nothing at the moment. They're just burning the city. Just burning trees. I guess we're clearly, I don't know, anti-trees here. A shot coming in here. This is going to hit the general though, possibly. Oh, so close. This guy is like the luckiest man in the world. He just watched like this whole area just erupt in flame, and he's like, oh my god. But yeah, they're just hammer and anviling as this cavalry into the back of my infantry. At this point, I think I was going to just send this Eastman Hunter just to slow them down, yeah. Just to stop the charge. It sort of does. Some of them make it. Some of them make it. But at this point, yeah, the Hearthguard is actually winning this fight because of the hammer and anvils and the archers. Like all these archers here, this longbowmen, again. These guys have got so many kills, I'm sure of it. We'll have a look at the end, see how many kills they've got, but I'm sure it's a lot. I'm desperately trying to capture this gate to allow this cavalry to get inside. There's a lot of Norman cavalry here waiting. You can see all this. There's 4 units of cavalry here waiting to get in. So I desperately wanted to get them involved in the battle, because that's a large chunk of our army. And you can see it's really close now. It's only 100 men difference. It's been like 1,000 men difference. It's been 700 men difference. It's now down to 100. They've done such a good job, have the defenders.
See, they flee before our might. We have captured the gate. And
there you go. The gate has been captured. So at that point, you're just going to see an absolute rush of cavalry here. Look at this. Norman cavalry just going to rush through, and it's going to go after... I mean, this general here is very much open. He is at risk. At this point, I'm now bringing my stuff that was on this right flank round, and we're now going to surround the Hearthguard. Only down to 4 men. So finally, Dyflin's general will die. And Dyflin is basically defeated at this point. It's just down to the Welsh. Welsh have a lot of men left, though. But their shield wall is starting to crumble. And they're actually being the aggressor on this flank here. You got some Royal Spears that are actually being aggressive against the main warriors. Don't know how that will turn out for them. But we'll see. And we can also just push through here. There's just longbowmen holding here. So we really need to push here. Hard and heavy. My artillery is actually focusing down here. Into this choke point here. I don't know if it really should have been, but there you go. And my general now, my Hearthguard, one of my most healthy units left. About to charge in on these archers. That's just the scariest sight I've ever seen one. A load of Vikings charging towards you, and you're just a poor little archer. With a little dagger to defend yourself. And there you go. These longbowmen will be cleaned up. Sure, they're already losing. Oh no, melee even at the moment. But yeah, they're also going after the artillery. The cavalry here caught the artillery, and it's got the generals. So I mean, that's a really big win. At this point, also, I was like, just send one of the. At this point, it was so close. I was like, just send one of the units. Go for the cap point. Go for the cap point. It's been left open. Dyflin's been defeated. The army defending the cap point in front of it anyway is gone. So we can just send it. So I send a small unit of shield biters as well, 12 men. Shouldn't be missed really. And I'm going to just send them to go and help the cavalry cap the point. So that is the plan anyway. What we've got here, just a tiny unit of Dyflin hunters. Knowing them, they'd still rack up kills. But over on this side, yeah, the Normans still struggling. They have barely been able to get out of the blocks. Like, it has been a brutal fight for them. I do feel for the Norman player a bit. Some of the defending units, I'm sure, have got some really good kills. Oh, it's so dark when it does. I don't like it when the clouds come over. There you go. We're finally breaking that longbow unit. Even that longbow unit held far much longer than it would have done in vanilla. Like, it's being attacked by Hearthguard and Eastman Herdman. That should not be holding. But some really good hits here. Look at that. Look at that. That shield wall has just been disintegrated. And I just like how men are walking through. Like, yeah, that's fine. We weren't hit by the artillery, so the fire doesn't hurt us. When really they would not be standing in that spot there. But it looks awesome. Really does look awesome. And yeah, they're going to hold that line now. I mean, I don't know how long they'll actually hold that against the Herdman. Got units flanking around anyway. We've got Eastman Axeman in here. We've got Cavalry causing chaos, doing a lot of damage to these longbowmen here. So, I mean, they can now start to hammer and anvils on this cavalry if they need to. What we've got here, we've got some Eastman archers. Artillery coming in here. What's this firing at? Not even sure. It's just burning part of the world. That was an interesting hit. That definitely hit a lot of friend and foe. But it looks awesome. Fire. I like the fire in Throne Britannia. It looks really cool. It does look awesome. And here we go. So we got like Berserkers. These guys are exhausted. All these Berserkers. But they must go on. They must fight. They do their cheer once more. Waving their swords and shields in the air. And then they go to combat. And the spear unit is surrounded. And it's going to start losing decisively. But that will hold for a while. Like I said, this mod. Units hold for a while even when they're surrounded. General being lost as well, possibly. I think he's dead for Stratclude. He is very much gone. And these units are still holding quite nicely. Otherwise, this would have been a chain rout. As you can see over here. Oh, we've gone well past it. As you can see over here, we're now capping the cap point with this Norman cavalry. And now the shield buyers there coming in. So nicely able to capture that. And there's nothing really anywhere near that's going to be able to stop us from doing that. Got a general now coming in for the Normans, the Norman Millers. He's going to join in, getting some hammer and anvils. But yeah, as you can see, look at this spear unit in here. Still fighting on hard. Does not give a damn that it's surrounded. It's the Welsh attitude. Just going to fight to the last man. And there you go. I mean, they are probably going to go. They're not even wavering, actually. I say that. I say they're probably about to break. They're not. They're not even wavering. I was getting very frustrated at this point that the Welshers wouldn't break. Eastman Swordsman here. Are they Eastman Swordsman? No, Axeman, sorry. They've flanked around. What are they taking out? They're taking out Toulouse Spear Guard. Should be easy to take these guys out. Like I said, hammer and anvils now. They're starting to cut down the Welsh numbers. I mean, it's still really close, though, in numbers-wise. Balance power doesn't say so, but I mean, at this point, I wasn't willing to trust the balance power. I'd seen the Welsh just, like, annihilate the Normans, basically. And Dyflin nearly did it to me. But the spears over here still holding. There's, like, hardly any Norman spears left, and they're still holding. I mean, there's spear on spear fight. I expect no less. 13 spears against 60 Toulouse Guard. At this point, yeah, we've captured the point. You can see the timer is starting to tick down. And yeah, that's kind of like, as you can see, we are starting to mop up some units here. I'm going to just fast forward a little bit for the benefit of this. But I mean, there is hope still for the Welsh. All they have to do is break some of these units. I mean, they have to just get a couple of general kills, and I think they'll be fine. I think they're certainly going to get this cavalry general. Very possible. Got another good hit there, actually. I don't know if that was friend or foe. I don't know. That might not actually hit anything. You can see, look at this, like... Again, look at this line of bodies. It's just disgusting. Just disgusting. But yeah, that is basically the battle. It looks like the timer is going to go down. They're not going to be able to get back and stop it. They are going to be able to send more troops over this way of the Welsh. But we are now surrounding stuff. I'm literally surrounding with the... Like, my whole army is now just being dedicated in some areas just to surround one unit at a time. Alright, I'm over here as well doing my stuff with Berserkers. But these guys still won't break. They are really hard to break. Now I've got Embolden on. So I mean, yeah, when you play, certainly when you play a siege, I think for this thing, you are expecting a long siege. I think this is a really good mod for like battle realism mod. It's like really good for battles, but not for sieges possibly, as we found. But it was fun. I certainly enjoyed it. Certainly, if you're wanting a longer, more tactical Thrones of Britannia siege, then certainly this is the mod for you. I certainly would think, because I don't think you can have in vanilla some really good tactical sieges, but this one you're definitely going to get one. Like, it's few and far between with vanilla getting tactical sieges, but this one you're going to have certainly a much more of a slog. And there you go, the Pyrrhic victory for Soudrier and for the Normans. End the replay. We'll have a look at the end results. So yeah, it was an absolute slog. We had to go over there and capture the point. I don't even know if we were going to defeat with what was left of our can't get the words out. What was left of our army? I don't know if it would even defeat the Welsh. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, we lost, like, between us, we lost about 6,400 men, and we brought not many more than that, to be honest. Yeah, we brought like about 7,000. So we had about 400 men left. It was insane battle. So yeah, so thank you to Paranoid and to Anisvara and Sachex for coming along and playing. That was really appreciated. It really fun siege. I did enjoy it, and I'm glad we got back into doing some Thrones of Britannia. And yeah, we'll just have a quick look at some of the end results. My Hearthguard getting 82 kills. Still had a lot of men left in it, so that they had some hope if I had to carry on the fight. My Herdman did okay, 162 kills, the best one. Yeah, they actually are pretty good. I should have probably brought more Herdmen, because they are really good. The axes, I mean, didn't do amazing. They seem to just get outmatched by Herdmen, like the enemy Herdmen anyway. As you can see here, like my, what are these? These are my Eastman Axe Warriors. These guys like got no kills. I think the best one getting like 47 kills. Then I've got like slightly better men. Here's some Eastman Mailed Axemen. These guys, they did alright. A little bit better, getting 123. You can see they're the best one. And then I've got some, these are my shield biters here, I'm pretty sure. These guys, I really wish I got more kills with these. Like, there's 2 units here with 6 and 17. But these guys are really expensive. And only 94 kills, probably not that good a payoff. My Berserkers did really well. 176, 139, really paid off well. My Archers did okay, 54 kills. 96, actually, 96 did quite well. My Catapult getting 71 kills. I think my Catapult just did a lot more morale damage than it did actually like killing stuff, let's put it like that. So yeah, I mean, I did okay, but not like amazing. I'm not really sure where all my 2,000 kills come from. I can't see them there really, but apparently there are. Anyway, then we'll have a look at Paranoid's results. He got slightly more kills than me, just about 100 more. His Cavalry here getting 69 kills. His general, his main warriors here getting 126. His spears not doing that amazing, which is no surprise. The spears. What's he got here? He's got, these are all main infantry. Wow, he brought a lot of them. Norman swords here getting 124 kills. Then his Norman foot soldiers actually doing worse. They did worse than his Norman swordsmen, and that's a real shame, because these guys are really nice and nasty. And then his archers here only 28 kills. His cavalry 130 kills. So that's not too shabby. So yeah, well done to him as well. Then we got Anisvara here, who I was facing as Dyflin. He got 133 kills. With his Herdman. He brought like a lot of Herdman. You can see his Huskars did really well as well. 135 kills, 111, 121. His Archers as well did really well, into the hundreds, 133 the best. His Cavalry nearly getting to 100, 93 kills. They did really well. But I mean, in no way did he compare to Sachex, who's got 3,200 kills with the Welsh army. I mean, none of these spears did that well until you get to here. There's the Royal Spears here, 204 kills, 115. 154 for Toulouse Spear Guard, did really well. His axes did okay. I mean, 104 kills is not bad. These axes, for saying, like they said at the beginning, axemen aren't good if you're not playing as the Vikings, and the Welsh obviously aren't Vikings. So 104 kills is not bad, I'd say. But yeah, look at these arch kills. 397, sorry. 350, 381, 214, all doing really well. I didn't even realize he brought attack dogs, but apparently brought some attack dogs, or warhounds. So yeah, that would have been interesting to see on the battlefield, but they only got 2 kills, a real shame. But yeah, so well done to Sachex. We're getting some really good kills there. So yeah, if you enjoyed this siege battle, guys, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and leave a comment to show your support. And until next time, Legionnaires, bye for now.